Hey, I'm Sabrina from GetYourRockOut, and I'm with Mez and Josh from Captain Horizon. How are you doing, guys?
Quite hot at the moment.
Yeah, a little bit sweaty, but good.
So, how do you think your gig went?
Better than usual. We played the songs in the correct order this time. We've had an issue. Yeah, we've had an issue with a couple of set lists being written in the wrong order, and somebody starting a song or skipping a song. So I'm happy to say it was flawless today, for a change. From that part, I have no idea what the rest of it was like.
Is that quite a rare thing then?
Yeah. Well, I'd say it's only something that's happened over the last sort of 3 or 4 weeks that we've been gigging, that somehow the sets have been written out differently, even though it's the same.
Do you know what's happened? It's been our frontman has been writing the sets, and he's not very literate, so writing isn't his strong point, I would say. But yeah, I think the gig went well.
Yeah, it was good.
Better than last year, because do you remember last year my amp kept on just going silent?
Yeah.
Which was confusing to the audience, I would say. People standing there going, he's not doing anything.
We turned into the Black Keys for a little while.
Yeah, I would say it was a bit more avant-garde than that.
But it was a bit confusing for you as well, wasn't it?
Yeah, very much so. Usually when I play guitar I expect noise, and there was none of that.
Well, me and Alex were like meerkats going, where's he gone? I can't hear him.
Alexander.
Did you have the rest of dressing gowns complete?
Yes, yeah.
We could be meerkats for the rest of the evening. Just make sure that. Yeah, there we go.
2 for 1 cinema tickets.
What are you doing?
I've no idea.
Can you do the thing though?
The simples.
The clicky, yeah.
I can't do it.
I'll go on.
The simples.
The simples, though.
Not really.
No.
Simples.
Go on, give me a go. I'll do it after.
Okay. You're not doing the hands.
Simple.
That was alright.
It's good, isn't
It
it?
was alright.
Yeah. You're a meerkat.
Yeah.
My life's complete. I get 2 for 1 cinema tickets.
What film would you go and see? Like?
The Minion. I want to see the Minion film.
Oh, the Minions movie.
Yeah. I've not seen it yet. I'm really.
Did you see that thing that's been going around Facebook, which is a minion that's been like cooked and cut into like filet mignon? It's devastating.
That was so bad.
It's not. I didn't make it up. It's been going around Facebook. Yeah, sure. I'm absolutely positive.
Okay.
I'm not going to try and find it. Yes. Yeah.
That's some.
Do not question me.
That's some.
No, wait. This is an interview.
That's some homework right there.
Yeah.
Check that out.
So go on Facebook. Look for it.
Oh dear.
It's great.
We said he was going to be random.
Yeah.
This is pretty random.
Why not?
We're in a band, by the way, Captain Horizon.
I think I mentioned that at the start.
People have forgotten by now, I would have thought.
Yeah,
So
maybe.
they're just thinking about 2 for 1 cinema tickets and a Minion cutting.
You know.
Really good advert for things that aren't our band.
We're usually good at that sort of thing.
Yeah.
So if you were in the form of Minions or in a Facebook thing, like as in like a meme or whatever, you'll be sort of advertising fine.
Yeah.
Maybe you need to get some blue dungarees and yellow paint.
Yes, I think so.
Well, that would be good because we don't really have a look, so that could be it.
Well, we do have a Halloween gig, don't we?
Do we?
You could
Yeah.
be Minions.
Yes. I'm going to go as King Bob. King Bob!
I'm probably going to do what I always do, which is wear Alex's dressing gown. Alex is our bassist.
I wouldn't wear that dressing gown.
It's fine. It's fine. He washed it after the last time I wore it.
Yes.
So if you were going to be the Minions, who's going to be Gru?
Alan, probably. We serve Alan.
Camera around you.
Yeah.
Shall we do that? Does the camera move?
I'm not sure if I'll
Okay,
be
get
able
Alan
to
to
back in
join
the same
us.
place again.
Okay, I'm not going to move the camera.
Okay.
Alan, come on, get your head involved. Well, say something about the band. We've talked about Minions. That you're not.
I am in there. I'll be there.
You're not. There it is.
Hello, everybody. Captain Ryzen are completely genreless, okay? And they're damn good at what they do, right?
We're not good at interviews.
They're not very good at interviews, and I sit at the back cringing because we don't know what they're going to say next.
We're going to talk about random stuff at the moment, I think.
That's all they ever do, talk about random stuff. However, as a foursome, they work fantastically, and it is a serious privilege to actually watch them and work with them, and they should be bigger, and that's watch your space for next year. That's what I'd say. Thank you. They're rubbing off on me. We'll rephrase that.
That was borderline coherent. Yeah, I'm happy with that.
Just the floating head coming in. It was.
Yeah.
You could put a special effect on and just.
So how many interviews have you done so far here today?
I lost count, to be honest. Yeah.
Is it just like a conveyor belt of people?
It's been like that, yeah. It just was sort of like saying in the next band, like, okay, right, you sure? Hi. But I love it. It's great. I had a question. I've got much planned for the next year.
Well,
upcoming.
Yeah, mainly
days.
There's. We're going to be continually promoting the album that's just come out.
Yeah.
There's quite a few gigs scattered across the country, a couple of festivals towards in September. There's also, we've got a promotional campaign starting in October for a single that we released back when the album came out, For the Dark, and that's hopefully going to get some fairly big radio play, we're hoping. And we're just looking to sort of keep pushing the album, but also potentially prepare for album number 3. So there's sort of workers started on that process already, which is often quite a nice thing to do, because we've been playing these particular batch of songs for about 18 months, 2 years now, and they're quite well rehearsed and drilled and stuff, so it's quite nice to have something new to sort of break it up a little bit to sort of keep it fresh. So yeah, lots of gigging and lots of hopefully interviews like this.
Mad interviews.
Yeah, they are mad.
Well, going back to the film theme, if you're going to be in any film, what would it be?
I'd actually like to be Marty McFly.
Yeah.
I quite fancy travelling back in time and then playing Johnny B Goode 30 years before anybody's heard it.
That'd be brilliant.
It would.
Wouldn't that be brilliant?
Yeah.
Would you mime it just like he did?
I would, yeah. Yeah.
You'd have to.
Yeah.
So you'll be like completely orange body warmer, is it?
Yeah, yep. And then I'd imagine that there'd be somebody on the side of the stage going, "Hey, this new sound you're after, listen to this." And I'll be there going, "Ding, ding, ding, ding." And then that's it. I would have changed the course of
human history.
Well, yes.
Wow.
It's like that, isn't it? It's that whole thing, isn't it? If you travel back in time, and if you was to like squash a fly or something, it could completely distort what actually happens.
Chaos theory.
Yes.
Ish.
That's
Yeah, it's like a cross between chaos theory and like time paradoxes.
But I might go back and actually play one of our songs, and then have somebody like be famous with our songs.
But then we wouldn't have written our songs, would we? We would have written something completely different, because we would have changed the course of music, which would have influenced us differently.
See, it gets really complicated.
It does. Are you still following?
Probably not, but you know.
What film would you be in then?
Yeah, what film?
Well, I've been trying to think.
Would you be in the Minions movie?
Right, you know the no, I wouldn't at all. I wouldn't at all.
I'd be King Bob.
King Bob, hey, this is my time to shine. Right, you know the bit.
King Bob.
You are insufferable. You know the bit in Apocalypse. Shut up. You know the bit in Apocalypse Now where there's the helicopters and they attack the village.
No, I've never seen
You've never.
No.
Jesus Christ, Apocalypse Now, you've never seen. Okay, well there's a bit in Apocalypse Now, right, where this like, you know, platoon of like army people come in on helicopters and they like destroy this Vietnamese village. I would be one of the Vietnamese people kind of running around screaming as like missiles rained down on me and my life exploded around me. I think I would pull that off quite well.
That's pretty horrific.
It's a serious movie about the horrors of war, and stuff.
I have to put on a serious face now. I can't.
Yeah, you
laugh
do.
about
You
that.
do. Apocalypse Now is no laughing matter. It's serious. Watch Apocalypse Now.
I will.
Do. But not the director's edition. It's like 4 hours long and it's shit.
Okay.
So don't do that.
We should just do movie critic.
We could.
Yeah.
I think we're starting to do that already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2 for 1 cinema tickets.
I have to admit, for me, I think it'll be Batman.
Batman.
Batman's great. On top of any superhero thing, I don't know, yeah.
Superhero.
Yeah. What superhero would you be? If you had a superpower, what would it be?
So,
And what would your costume be?
my costume.
Yeah. Would you have a cape?
I wouldn't have a cape. No.
No. Cape's cool.
No. I would. If I was to have a superpower, it'd probably be to play the drums properly.
Do you know what? That'd be brilliant. That would be brilliant. I'm going to get behind that.
There's going to be a Kickstarter now. So
Well, I kickstarted to give you a superpower. You need to give someone. What would that involve? What would that entail?
no, I did. Research.
It's right behind the one to bail out Greece. Did you see that one? Like, we need 1.6 billion euros. If we had 1.6 billion euros, we could give you the power to bail out Greece. That would be my power to bail out Greece.
What I would do is I would round up 6 of my favourite drummers in the world and
But there's only one of you.
Yeah, but I would take a sample of their brain and put it together to form one super drummer.
Mez with a brain, be afraid.
So who would they be then?
My
Your
favourite.
favourite 6 drummers.
My favourite 6 drummers. I can only name probably 3.
One of them's you.
Yeah, one of them's me. No, I'd probably say. I'd say Josh is probably one of my favourite drummers. He's actually
I'm a good drummer.
He's a better drummer than me. I'd probably say Whitty. Whitty's definitely a better drummer than me.
He is.
And I'd say Alex, and I'd even say my dad's better than me.
Well, he knows how to set up a drum kit.
He does, yeah. I fail at that. That's why he has to have my helper.
Yeah, get the drum takes and do it.
But if I was to be a superhero, I'd be King Bob.
You're trying to work out what mine would be. I've got it. Right. If I had a superpower, it would be the ability to come across as a normal human being in interviews.
But what is normal?
Not this. Not this.
Okay.
I'm done.
I haven't even said about your costume yet. What did you do?
Oh yeah, costume. Okay, it would be
Would you have a cape?
no.
I see you in a cravat.
That'd be brilliant. Yeah.
Cravat and a bubble pipe.
Yeah. And a
Yeah,
really
beret,
awesome
yes.
mustache. So see this mustache. Imagine an awesome mustache. Very different. Yeah, with the curls. It would be like 2 hairy Danish pastries at the side of my face. And it would have berries in it as well
Would
because
you speak in a French accent as well? Le Josh.
Oh, mais oui, je suis Joshua, j'habite à La Rochelle, j'ai 13 ans.
But La Rochelle doesn't have a swimming pool.
What? Où est la piscine?
That's quite a good superhero. I can vision it. It could work. I see it in the next Steven Spielberg film.
So hang on a minute. So what we've got me with a cravat, Danish pastries, and the ability to not come across as a weirdo. What a power! What a power!
It would work. It'd be.
I am almost in tears. Seriously, ask a different question, please. Let's move on from this.
Oh, I don't know how to move on. Have we gone on about your tours yet? Upcoming gigs?
I have to get my phone out for gigs because I can never remember.
No, there's the bassist in our band is really good at remembering where and when we're playing. Me, I literally just sort of am told where to go each day.
Okay. So
Mez is
you're not
slightly...
great at remembering names. Not great at
No,
remembering faces.
no. But our songs, I remember how our songs go.
That's good.
Yeah. So ask me what key a song is in. I'll probably get that.
Okay.
Maybe.
Really?
Yeah.
So I could ask you any of our songs and you'd be able to tell me what
Yes.
the key is.
Do it.
Yes. Go on.
I've forgotten all of our song names. Poker. That's a really old one, by the way. That was when we was in infant school.
It's A minor.
A minor.
Yeah.
Not F demented.
No, that's not a key. Have you found our gigs yet?
Yeah, I have our gigs. So we are appearing in Cheltenham at the end of July,
I'll be there.
hopefully. Then we're playing in Cambridge on the 14th of August, and then we've got a little. I like it when we get a nice little batch. So we've got the August bank holiday. On the Friday we're playing Leicester, and on the Saturday we're playing the Roadhouse in Birmingham, and then we've got the two festivals. One's SOS Fest, which is on the 11th of September, and on the 12th of September we've got the Redemption Festival in Wakefield. And probably the most interesting gig that we've got coming up is in December. On the 3rd of December we are supporting Electric Six.
Looking forward to that one.
Yeah, we're going to take them to a gay bar. I think it would work. It'd be brilliant. We could just go at the end of the gig, dudes, Electric Six, come with us, we'll take you to a gay bar. We'd also start a war. Maybe a nuclear war.
At the gay bar.
At the gay bar.
Gay bar.
Gay bar. But that's at the Academy 2 in Birmingham, which is going to be, I think it's going to be quite interesting.
Yeah, we're really looking forward to it.
Because if they're equally as nutty as we are, then I think,
Well, they are. They've got a song called Gay Bar,
yeah,
and they've got Danger. My favourite one was High Voltage.
they're high voltage. Yeah, that is. The video for that leaves me breathless.
Yeah. And a bit sweaty.
Yes,
Glistening.
I was reading about the rumour with that song that apparently it was Jack White who sang on that.
Yeah, I was looking at that, but
I don't know whether that's true or not.
I think they sort of refuted it. They said it's not Jack White, although it sounds exactly like Jack White. And I think they're from the same part, because there's Jack White from Detroit,
Yes.
and they're from Chicago,
And they
so they're not that far apart, are they?
Yeah, it's a huge coincidence otherwise,
Yeah.
or is it? I would then go into my Back to the Future film and then find out whether the two of them did actually do it, and then change it so I did it.
James Merricks is travelling back in time to the year 2003.
There you go.
I'm just thinking about it. It makes me think, like, time traveling just makes me think of Doctor Who every time. So, yeah. So, if you could travel back in time to any event, what would it be?
Any event?
Yeah. Or sort of like anything.
I haven't got a particular event.
Well, maybe not event, but like
I would love,
time.
I'd love to go back to the Tudors and Henry the Eighth.
Yeah.
Was it the 8th?
Yeah.
He was the one who had the 6 wives.
Yeah.
Yeah, him. I'd go back then.
Why?
Just for giggles.
Well, but you can go anywhere for giggles. Why are you going there for giggles?
Because I'd like to wear
Why are you going to a devastatingly bad bit of history to get giggles?
I'd like to wear a costume that has a big ruff.
Well, you could.
Like,
you could do that anywhere.
So it looks like I've swallowed a plate.
That could be your next stage costume. What about that?
Oh God, we could have ruffs.
But huge ones.
I wouldn't be able to see my guitar or pedal board. I'd be like, where the hell am I?
Ones that would need a really big stage, otherwise we would sort of like keep knocking.
Yeah. Or we could put cogs in them and like turn into a gearbox. That could be our band's secret power.
You'll be turning into a robot though.
That would be amazing.
Yeah.
Right, if I went back in history to any period, it would be sort of
Yesterday.
the late 18th century, and I would go and I would be in the American Revolution, because I think that's such a cool period of history, because people are actually, today, if the government effectively shits on most people, then we just sort of go, yeah, oh well, it could be worse, I guess. But back then they did stuff, they actually rebelled and formed what eventually became the most powerful nation in the world. And it must have been such an interesting time to be alive, to see that being founded and the groundwork going down in that country. I mean, I think there's a lot wrong with America now, but there's also a lot right with it, and I just think it would be an interesting period of history.
Sounds much more profound than my period.
Going to the 16th century so you can wear a ruff, something that we still have today in costume shops around the country. I think I'd like to wear it while dying of a terrible disease. That's our drummer. No logic there.
Special.
Very special.
So is there anything else you'd like to add, guys, about the band? Rather than like
Oh, I've got something. Our music and our live performances are so much better than this interview. Please come and see us live and enjoy our music. And it's entirely our fault. I'm not blaming you. You've been really good. We've been dreadful, and I'm sorry. We're really sorry. If you're still watching, if you've not clicked and recommended videos down the side, gone somewhere else, if you're still here listening to us, we apologise wholeheartedly and unreservedly for our performance in this interview. And that's what I'd like to say. That's it. Thank you.
Well, I've had fun and I hope you have too.
Yeah.
Cool. Thanks. Thank you very much, guys.
Cheers, thank you.
Cheers.